Hello. Today I thought we'd talk a little bit about Nand, Nor, and Xor gates. And if you've had a chance to look at the other gates, then I think you won't find this to be a problem whatsoever. All right, let's just jump into it. So I am in Logisim, and I'm going to go to the Gates tab up here. I'll click my little plus sign, and you'll see all the different gates. We have been picking them from up here, but there are more gates down here once we get past the main three. So let's take a look at the NAND gate. I'll throw that out there. We'll make this a 2-input NAND gate. Put a couple of inputs. And we'll grab an output pin here. All right. So a NAND gate. A NAND gate is an AND gate with an inverter added. And I'm going to show you that they're exactly the same thing. I'm going to create both just an AND gate with an inverter and a NAND gate. And we'll hook them up to the same inputs here. Oops. So the bubble on the end of this AND gate is the same as this inverter here. So a NAND gate is just two gates put together. And you can see right now with both inputs off, the output is on. If I turn on an input, it doesn't change anything until both inputs are on, and then they both go off. So that's a NAND gate. It's an AND gate with a NOT gate, or a NOT gate with an AND gate to get a NAND. And all it is, it operates backwards or completely opposite from an AND gate. All right, let's take a look at a NOR gate. A NOR gate is simply an OR gate with an inverter at the end. If you remember when we had the OR gate and the inverter the other day, this is going to act like an OR gate, and then it's going to add the inverter to turn everything around. So we're going to invert everything. So a normal OR gate with both outputs or both inputs off, the output of the OR gate would be off, but the inverter changes it to on. So an OR gate, if we would turn any input on, typically the OR gate itself would be on, but the inverter here is turning it off. So a NOR gate is just an OR gate with an inverter, and it acts like the opposite of an OR gate. Talk about one more. There's actually two here, but I think I'll just talk about one. The other one will make sense once we talk about the first one. Let me change this to a 2-input gate here. Add a couple of inputs. Now you'll notice something a little different about this gate, and that is its symbol. It's basically the symbol of an OR gate, but it's got this extra piece right here. Now, the way an XOR gate works is as long as the inputs are odd, the output is on. So in other words, if you turn one of them on, the output will turn on because you've got an odd number. But if you turn on both, the output goes back off. So the number of inputs needs to be odd to turn the gate on. It's basically one but not the other, or exclusively one and not the other one. So the XOR gate is an exclusive OR, and just one is on at any given time to get the output on. So the difference between the XOR and the XNOR gate is, of course, our bubble, and it operates exactly the opposite. So if you have an even number of inputs on, the output's going to be on. All right, so that's our 3 new gates, and actually they're combination of gates. They're a combination of ANDs, an inverter, ORs, and an inverter. And there are actually several other gates inside of here, but we kind of consider it a basic gate, even though it's a combination of several different gates. And we'll probably build these a little bit later in class. Let's try that again. We'll probably build these a little later in the class.
All right, guys, that's a wrap.